Hey guys, this is Joy from Outstylekenya Kenya, and I am addicted to shopping on a budget, and I have zero shame for that. I don't like being broke. Okay, so I guess you guys can tell by the intro and also the title of this video that today it is all about my shopping routine. How I shop in Kenya, how I shop online, all that jazz. So I'm gonna break all that stuff down for you guys and answer all the questions that you guys have asked me. So let's begin. So I guess I will start this video with online shopping because I know that's like the biggest question everybody has been asking me. How do I get the stuff that I get, like my shoes, my accessories, some clothes? How do I get them from either the US or the UK or wherever the hell I get them? And how do I get them shipped into Kenya? Okay, so let me explain to you guys the places that I shop. I either like to shop either from the UK or the US. My favorite one is the US just because when you change that little currency symbol, girl, that makes such a huge difference in your wallet. It's insane. So I love shopping in the US. My favorite stores are like Shoe Dazzle, GoJane.com, Forever 21, just because you get really amazing styles and you don't have to pay too much for them. Now, how do I get the stuff shipped in from the US? Because I know that's what you guys have been asking me a lot about, especially with GoJane. I have some bad news. US online stores actually do not deliver into Kenya. It is so depressing. I don't know why they do that, maybe because of the cost. I'm not really sure why they do it, but they do not deliver into Kenya. So what I usually do is when I know a family member or a friend, or if like I know my mom is going out of the country, I order stuff online from those websites and then I have them delivered at a family friend's house. So I literally just call them and I'm just like, yo, you're gonna expect like a huge pink box from Shoe Dazzle. Just keep that for me. Put that in your suitcase and bring it with you. Thanks. That's just basically what I do. I just have stuff delivered to an address in the US, and when they're coming into the country, they bring it in with them. So when I'm doing that, I always make sure that I order the item either a month to 2 months before they arrive, just to give it enough time for the items to actually be shipped to the house. In case it's like anything, like you order something and then the company realizes we actually don't have that in that size, you still have enough time to correct the thing, but usually it takes a really short time for them to actually deliver. Like I know, for example, like Shoe Dazzle and GoJane, they deliver like literally the same week that you order. So like by the time like you order it, after 7 days, it's usually already arrived at that person's address. So they're really good when it comes to that. So if you can't do that, the second option I would give you guys is shopping in the UK, because there actually are a few stores that do deliver from the UK to Kenya. For example, my favorite is ASOS. I bought these orange, I got these orange ankle strap, I think. Oh god, I just can't wait. I haven't worn them yet. Like, look at that. Nothing clean. Anyways, these are from ASOS. I think they were about like 45 pounds. Yeah, so when you are ordering from the UK, what you do need to realize is number one, you do actually need to make sure that they do deliver into Kenya, but I know ASOS does. So when you do find out that you can't deliver it into Kenya, you just order them and then you just have them sent to your post office. Now, when it comes to customs, my friend and I discovered this the hard way. Yeah, when it comes to customs, always make sure that you have half of what the item is worth. You know what I mean? Like for example, these were around 45 pounds to 50 pounds, somewhere like that. So that means, yeah, 45 pounds. Anyways, that means that they were around like 6,000 Kenya shillings, which meant that for customs, they were asking for 3,000. No joke. So when it comes to ordering from the UK, I usually always like to make sure, like, I look at the item and I look at it for like 2 weeks to be like, am I sure? Am I sure? Because at 3K, you can get like another pair of shoes in Kenya. It's crazy. So I always like look at it for 2 weeks, and when I finally decide, yes, I need those in my life, they will complete me, that's when I order them. To order from like ASOS and all those, and a lot of them, you usually have to use a credit card. So if you do not have a credit card and you're unable to do that, I have an option number 2 for you guys. This option is called ukdukas.co.uk. It is an online site in Kenya, also based in the UK, and what they do is they deliver whatever items you want from the UK into Kenya for you. It's great. Okay, so what I usually do is if I want something so badly and I can't get a hold of a credit card, because I don't have a credit card myself, I don't believe in actual credit cards. I use my mama. Anyways, yeah, so when it comes to stuff like that, what I usually do is I go to UK because I find whatever site that, it has to be a UK site, by the way. Whatever site I want to use, whether it's Forever 21 UK, ASOS, boho.com, which I got these, lime green, obsessed with them. Whatever site that you want, you find the item that you want. And by the way, UK because does everything, like they even do laptops, like whatever you want from the UK, they ship them into Kenya for you. So what you do is you find the item and then you email them, like this is the item that I want. So then they'll email you back the amount of how much the specific item costs, how much they're charging you for them to bring it into the country. Once you get that amount, all you have to do is just to M-Pesa it to the number that they'll give you. And then once they receive the money, like immediately they receive the money, what they'll do is order the item for you and then send you back an email with the confirmation email saying, hey, I've already bought this stuff for you. It should be arriving within 10 to 14 days. And the items actually do arrive in about 10 to 14 days. They're actually really, really good when it comes to timing. So once you make the order, they make it for you, you get an email back confirming that they have made the order for you. After 10 to 14 days, they will call you to be like, hey, the item has arrived. You can either pick up the item either from their offices or they have it sent to your house with a carrier, and it's usually like it's a bike cost, which is usually pretty cheap. Like bikes are crazy cheap in Kenya, so it's not gonna be so bad. So that's option number 2 when it comes to ordering stuff from the UK. Now, if you want to get jewelry and stuff like that, which I usually do, like I get them either from Romwe or Persian Mall and stuff like that. With them, okay, Romwe, the issue is that they don't actually deliver to Kenya, and a lot of you guys have been asking whether or not Romwe does, because their pricing is, like, their prices are amazing, and the quality of what they're sending you is in really good shape. It lasts for a very long time, especially if you treat them well. Yeah, Romwe, they don't deliver into Kenya, so what I usually do with Romwe is I just have it sent to a family member in the US and they bring it in with my shoes. But there is an option number 2, and this website actually has really amazing stuff, and they do have great quality things, and they look amazing, the pricing is amazing, okay? Persian Mall, they even have an ad on my site. They are amazing because they deliver into Kenya, and again, you just have to remember you will have to pay customs, so however much everything you ordered costs, it's gonna cost half of that. I looked recently, I couldn't find Kenya on their list of countries that they deliver to, but they have delivered stuff to me, so I don't know if they just don't update their stuff that often, but I have ordered stuff from them. Great pricing, amazing stuff, and all that. Now, if you still want to get like amazing stuff like jewelry, shoes, all that, and you don't want to go through the process of all that, there are so many other options that have started like popping up in Kenya. Like people always think that you always have to shop online or you always have to shop in like other countries to get amazing stuff. There are actually people who now have started doing that. Like what I also do is I order stuff on Instagram. Like there are a lot of people who be like, hey, I've just started not a store, but like I sell stuff from the UK. Here are all the shoes that I've ordered, blah blah blah, would you like to have some, and all that stuff. So I will put down all the accounts that I know of that do deliver a lot of stuff, that buy a lot of stuff from the UK, and at least you can see what stuff that they've already ordered. And I know there's actually one who she shows you options of stuff that she's gonna order, and then you just say that is what I want. She orders it for you, and then you pay in delivery. You don't have to pay before, so you just pay as soon as it's delivered. When you get it, you try it on, you're like, yes, it fits. That's when you pay, and it's actually better that way, so that you can have so you can always be sure that you definitely want it. Okay, so I hope that breaks down everything when it comes to online shopping. Now I just need to break down to you guys what to do when it comes to things that you need to know when you're ordering online, because it's really, really important that you know these things. When it comes to clothing, I don't order clothing online that often, like rarely ever, because number one, in Kenya we have so many tailors that don't charge a lot and they make amazing quality stuff. So what I basically do, if I see something like on a celebrity, I'm just like, oh my god, that is just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. What I do is I just take that picture, I get fabric from Nairobi Textiles, and I just take it to my tailor, and I'm just like, I want you to make me this because it is stunning, and my tailor does an amazing job at what he does. So when it comes to clothing, I usually just avoid ordering online because it at the end ends up up costing way more than it's even worth because of customs and all that. It's just, to me, it's just not worth it when you can just get the stuff made in Kenya. And there are also like tons of stores in Kenya that actually don't charge that much for an item. So, and also keep up with the trends and all that. Like for example, like Mr. Price and all that, they do a really good job with keeping up the trends and always staying with it, if that is what the young crew likes to say. When it comes to jewelry, you really can't mess that up. I mean, like necks don't really change in size, so jewelry is usually okay. Also, there are a lot of sites, like for example Shoe Dazzle, they have customer comment section. So if you see an item, go to like the comment section and at least see what the customers have said, because I have seen like a pair of shoes on like Shoe Dazzle and I'm just like, that thing is so gorgeous. Then when you read the comments, you'll see people saying like, yes, the shoes were really great, but they were size smaller than I thought I was, so just always ordered a size larger. Or they'll say like, the color is not exactly what it looks like in the picture. Like the picture, the color is really vibrant. When you get it, it's a little bit duller, or vice versa. Yeah, just always read comments. If you are gonna order stuff from Persian Mall or Romwe or any Chinese site, especially when it comes to clothing, I need you to realize that a lot of those Chinese sites, their sizes are made for Asian women, and those women are tiny. Cause I ordered a jacket once from Romwe and I looked at their size charts and I was like, that doesn't look so accurate. So let me just get the largest jacket that they have, which I think was like an XL or an XXL, which I am nowhere close to even being a large. Like I'm usually like a medium when it comes to anything I buy. And sometimes I like to buy small just so it's like tighter on me. But usually I don't even go anywhere larger than like a large ever. So I got an XL, and by the time it arrived, when I wore it, it was not tight, but it was definitely not as loose fitting as I thought it would be. Like it just fit, like it fit. Which made me realize that their sizes are so off, because I'm considered like morbidly obese according to their size system. So just always keep that in mind, okay? So I think I've broken down all the stuff that you need to know when it comes to ordering stuff online. So I'm going through my list because I've written stuff just so I don't forget. Yeah, so I think I've broken all that down to you guys. So if you guys have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to how I shop in Kenya and thrift shopping and all that. I love thrift shopping. I love buying secondhand stuff. I love saving money. Like I'm absolutely obsessed with saving money. I'm a fashion blogger. I always have to keep my looks different every single time. I just can't keep buying new stuff because at the end it ends up being way too expensive. And then I'm broke, and let me tell you something, being fashionable and broke is not cute. I would rather be bummy and not broke any day. Okay, so I love saving money, and that's why I thrift shop. So I usually shop at the same 3 places. I either shop at Adams Market, Toy Market, or Gikomba. Adams and Toy are pretty much an extension of each other, so they're in the exact same area, which is on Gong Road. So if you're, for example, taking public transportation, just go to Kencom, get on number 4W and ask them to let you off at Adams Market. Number 1, let me just let you guys know that every time I go thrift shopping, it does not mean that you'll always get stuff, because I have gone shopping a lot and come home with basically nothing, like maybe one dress. For me, it's mostly trial and error. I don't know what days are best. I don't know what times are best. I'm just gonna break down when I go and the times that I go, so you're not always guaranteed to get stuff. Okay, so when I'm shopping at Toy or Adams, I usually like going in the middle of the week because I hate crowds and I hate like the heat and all that, so I usually like going in the middle of the week. The issue with Adams and Toy is that they usually tend to open later in the day, so you have to go there between the hours of like 1 p.m. to maybe 6, because then after 6 it starts closing down because it's about to start getting dark. So when it comes to shopping there, what I usually do is I always look for large piles. I don't go to the areas where everything is well organized and things are hung up where you can already tell what you're gonna buy just by looking up. I always go to the piles because number one, everything is way cheaper there, because I guess the people who own those stalls are just kind of like, you're not who's gonna have to rummage through the stuff, so I'm gonna give you a pretty decent price. So I always go to the areas that have like really huge piles, preferably places that have like a little what's called string with a tag on it that already says the price, and that price is usually fixed. And those prices usually range between like 10 bob sometimes to even like 300 bob. It just depends on when you go, the time you go, and what they're selling. Like for example, if they're selling jackets, they're gonna cost a little bit more, so they might cost like 300 and all that. So the piles are usually my favorite places because those are the areas that you always get like that little item, the gem, the one item that you're just so excited to get. When it comes to bargaining, I always have the same rules no matter where I go, if it's a place where you can actually bargain. Number one, whatever price they give you, just always cut it in like, well, it depends on who you are. If you're white or Indian, just always cut it in half and start bargaining from there. Like for me, I usually take off 25% automatically and I start bargaining down from there. Now if the price is like stupid high and I'm just like, you are high if you think I'm gonna like pay for like, if you think I'm gonna pay that much for a secondhand item. So when it's something like that, I usually just cut it in half and negotiate from there. Another tip I'd give you when it comes to negotiation is always have a very firm foot. Don't let them talk you up your price. Just like, it's a conversation thing, so you guys need to negotiate. You both have to be happy with the price. So if you're still not happy with the price, keep trying to negotiate. If they are refusing to go down, just walk away. I always just walk away. For me, it's never that serious. And usually like 50% of the time they will call you back to be like, okay, let's try to work together, and you guys can continue negotiating from there. And also another tip I can give you is whatever item that you find, especially if it's not like a fixed price or something like that, don't act too excited. I don't care if it is the most beautiful thing that you've ever seen. Everything is mediocre, okay? So never act too excited, because if you act too excited, they're gonna be like, oh, you really want that, don't you? Ha 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 ha. How much can I get you to pay for it? So never get too excited when you see an item. Just try to negotiate, yeah, and just be chill, okay? My other place that I absolutely am obsessed with shopping at is Gikomba, but the only issue is that Gikomba, I can only go maybe once a month, and that's like a huge maybe, like maybe once every 2 months. It's a little bit far out of my way and it's a lot of work. But when I do go to Gikomba, what I usually do is I go on a random weekday because there's less people, and I always go there at like 7 o'clock in the morning because number one, the sun is not up yet and the crowds have not started coming in. Like the guys already selling their stuff are already there, but you don't have to deal with other customers and people bumping into you and all that. And when you go there, it's just chill when you go really early in the morning. And the place I usually like to go is, I don't like to go to the beginning part of Gikomba. I like to go deep inside Gikomba, like deep. There's like a random area next to I found this out like 2 weeks ago. It's an area for near the Matatu's Konyeri. Just ask somebody for that area. Like near that area, there's like some stalls, but then if you go past the stalls, like inside the stalls, you'll find like a random area that's completely open. There's no ceiling or anything, and everyone just like puts their stuff there. That's where I usually like to go, and that's where you'll get stuff for like 20 bob, 30 bob, 50 bob. I got like the most amazing dress for, I think, 30 bob, and I'm still rocking that thing for Christmas, honey. Yes. Now, if you are too lazy to go for shopping in the Gikomba, Adams, Otoya, and all that jazz, there are many places where you can still get secondhand stuff. Like you're not getting for 30 bob, but you might be able to get something for like 500, 600, just depending on what the item is. Now, these places are usually like fashion markets kind of thing, and they usually have some open at least once a month, and there's a specific dealer that I like to deal with. Her name is Njoki. She's one of my girls. She is also trying to open up her own line and all that. So what I usually do is when she's having a sale, after she goes shopping and all that, when she's having a sale, she always has a sale at a specific area, either a mall or a parking lot or something, and it's usually a bunch of other people. It's not just her. So for that information, I always post it up on like my Instagram. My Instagram information is down below in case you guys want to follow that, just so at least you can know when sales are happening and how to shop and all that stuff. So yeah, I usually just go to those fashion markets. It makes it easier because everything has already been filtered for you, so you basically know that you will find something that you like. And Njoki has like amazing styles, so you're not gonna be disappointed, okay? And also the stuff has already like been filtered, so what you're getting is already in good condition. Like there's no holes or torn or anything, so everything's always going to be in good condition and all that. So yeah, okay, so I hope all of that was helpful. If you guys still have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. I'm pretty sure I missed some stuff, but I feel like I got a lot of the questions that you guys were asking. Yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, I'll be more than happy to answer for you guys. I love you all for watching. Oh, and also from now on, all the rest of the other videos, pretty much for like the next 2 to 3 weeks, all gonna be about Christmas and good Christmas gift ideas, how to dress for Christmas, the holiday season, if you're going to the beach and all that, how to dress for that, and different stores that you can be using to get a lot of the items that I'm getting. Yes. So stay tuned for that. Okay, I love you all for watching. Have a great day, and I gotta go to work.